We met in London. Soon after I finished university, I went to London, and then a couple of years later, a friend, a friend, called me and said, "Dennis, come to our place. There is someone who I think you should meet." And this person is called Stella Nanyonjo.
So Dennis and I were meeting quite a while ago through a cousin of ours at my aunt's house in Croydon.
So she introduced me to Sophie at her mum's place. I went to Croydon, and that's the first time I met Sophie. When we met, we really clicked. I'm not a very word. I don't say a lot of words. I'm a very quiet guy, as most of you know me. I think you do know me.
I don't know about him, but for me, it wasn't love at first sight.
She gave me her number. I gave her my number. We decided to link up. She was studying, I was studying.
We clicked. We started talking, conversating about so many different things. It was a beautiful day. I remember Nadina Kaja from Uganda. I had no hair, nyambade pants bulyawo, no makeup, nothing. And for him, he keeps telling me that's the day he kind of liked me.
At one point we went on I would say it's a date, but it wasn't like a date. We just went to have a meal at KFC.
We became friends, talking constantly.
To that, we started kind of meeting regularly. She used to travel from a very long distance from Woolwich to come to see me at first in Camberwell, some part of London, where I was residing as a student. We used to, go out to cinemas. That was our kind of date. Go out and have meals. The day we proposed, it was on her graduation from masters. I think that was her graduation from masters. I'm sure I can be corrected, but that's when I proposed. And she was very excited. She didn't expect it. Obviously, I'm that kind of person. I like surprises. So I threw her a big surprise, and she was like, "Oh my God!" She could hardly believe it.
When he eventually proposed, I kind of expected it, but not on that particular day. It was a day we were going for my graduation, ngamaze master's degree, and in the morning, while I was getting ready, getting my hair done, makeup, he said, "Sophie, I have a present for you." So when I opened it, it was a ring. And obviously, the first person I called was my mom. I was like, "Ah, it's here, finally!" Very excited about the engagement. And that was first thing in the morning. So my whole day, I was on cloud 9. I was extremely happy. Had my graduation, we had a party. I was an engaged girl. One of the things I really love about Dennis is his kindness and the way he treats everybody with respect. Dennis is, in his job, he's a top manager, but the way he treats the managers below him is the same way he treats the cleaners, the janitors, the patients. He respects everybody.
Yali mwetoowaze nnyo era zembeera zazze abeeramu bw'atyo ne mu kusoma kwe nga muntu mukkakkamu.
A very calm guy, a very honest person, never gets annoyed. I don't remember a moment that he got annoyed. Very principled, with a lot of lugezi-gezi, but he ought to move on with someone and get used.
Dennis si mwana muzibu.
Dennis embeera ze kuva dda si wa bigambo bingi, bigambo bitono, naye nga embeera ze bw'atyo.
Mukozi, kyo kye mumanyiko ye mukozi.
Dennis, one thing that I know about him, he likes music. Not only listening to it in the room, Dennis is the only person I knew who would go to party so hard, but at the same time read so hard.
I love the fact that he's a very good listener. Yeah, listener, not communicator, listener. He listens quite well, but So when you need him to tell you things, sometimes he will answer you with a question.
Sophie is a very understanding girl, and I'll say that from the bottom of my heart, that she will listen and she will take advice. She's a very loving person. She's a very committed person. When she says she's going to do something, she does it.
Very, very, very loyal. A very loyal friend.
Ye last born naye nga tatya nga teyetya yakola ekintu kwegamba ng'endowooza ye ya kikulu.
When Sophie left, she's a friend who does not forget. Bambi nga atuweerezayo obunamba. Mukazi watu, now when we grow up tumanye nti yali atwagala nga yeeyiya. Poor girl ngobeera nga somehow she gets information to you nti genda ofuna kana genda wano simanya oba Pride Theatre simanya there's a school there. Nagamba genda ojeya kasente. Choose ourselves as our best friends
because we think we are her best friends and we know we are her best friends. Yeah. I truly believe that people are meant to be, and indeed Sophie and Denis are truly meant to be. Yeah. They are a dream, they work together, they love each other, they support each other both in family, finances, everything, they work together. I mean, anyway, they have had their relationship for long, so maybe that also helps. But I also believe that being together for long is also a testimony to their goodness, yeah. But also the fact that they are going to last forever and ever.
Denny, thank you so much for loving Sophie, for giving her this dream wedding. You don't know how many times we talked about this wedding happening.
Denis, just like I've said, that he likes both extremes. He's a hard-working man. Immediately after campus, Denis of course had access to going everywhere, which some of us didn't have access to. Denis's mom was doing business, Denis's father was doing business. So he had the most designer clothes and some of us would borrow from him.
I was in St. Xavier Junior School, and during that time they never allowed anything to eat or anything to drink. And my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Lutaya, they were very strict and they never bought anything. But I used to go back to school and see kids with apeta, mpogola. Yeah, so I told Denis one time, I'm about to go back to school. Can you please buy me drinking chocolate? Denis looked and he was like, drinking chocolate? I was like, I'll see. Which I never expected that would happen. But when I was going back, he actually bought it for me. And I packed it. So I had forgotten to say thank you to him. And he told me, go toilet away, and I got scared. Then I told him thank you.
Then Chajukira one day, Bajo Turaba. Daddy Yajo Turaba, naturally, Yokuyanga Binji, it was no manifestation. Tomorrow, Kulio Brunji, to be on Saja, Mzea Ganatu was sent and pity review, maybe Okuyaga saving. I just see very at work.
Waliwo kyenzijjukira Denis ng'agenze endejjaawo tugenze omukyalira tugenze ne bamuzeeyi tutudde ku kapikapa awo ffenna abeeka tugenze ale tubafumbira wafumbire mubumo gy'emmere wali gagijjudde waliwo egiti waliwo n'abalala baali bangi endejje tugenda okutuuka ne bajjayo wakola ki ne bayayo banyumirwa tutuuka okubasiibula muzeeyi abawa nnusu bibiri Denis yakaana akubuuza muzeeyi owaayi zezido oba wakyaliwo endala amuwa nnusu bibiri singa temwaleese emmere yammwe zemwagulamu emmere singa mwazituleetedde ne muzituwanga pocket money. Kyasajula up to now, kyasajula.
When it comes to business, Denis, I am proud of you because you've done so well. I like the fact that you put up your hostel, you put up your structures around. I love the business that I've done with you, buying property, and at time was getting back to me and saying, well, I need to sell this back to you. and we've always agreed.
Sophie teyeerabira ate afumiitiriza ayagala nnyo mukwano guwangaala so era agukuuma.
Kirala kyenzijukira ku Sophie during kadanke she used to have ve, we used to call it ve, nga yalina buvazo obulungi varo. We used to call it varo. Mwe gyemukaayanira gyemunoonyeza gundi ye Sophie aba yazze nabwo oba yabuteekanga yabuyisangawo mu gundi mu mattress kirabika.
Sophie had a very good experience with boarding school. She knew how to keep her eats. Like me, like after 2 weeks, my suitcase was empty. But Sophie somehow always had eats. I don't know if because her parents were abroad or she always had eats. She always had the best dresses. Everything about her was perfect. So if you cannot hate a person who always has eats. 2013 we went to Scotland. We graduated together with Nema and we had the best time of our lives. So that's where I launched Sophie to Nema and she thinks they're best friends.
And we really had the time of our life.
I know.
We had the horse pool. Someone decided to carry a huge, ugly old suitcase. Someone.
So Sophie pulled this suitcase.
So heavy, it was like 50 kgs.
I know.
But we had to go over stairs and trains. And
Sophie's pulling this thing.
Sophie and me did most of the work while there's someone who carried the case. 10 years down the line, she's still telling me the same story. She can't live without Dennis. That's when I knew, that's it. Sophie met her lifetime life partner. That's it. Yeah. So I'm so glad. I thank God that He's heard our prayers and brought this day to pass. And we give glory to God.
I believe, Dennis, you found a gem in Sophie. And we wish you a peaceful marriage, a fruitful marriage, and may God bless your union. Mutambulire wamu, may you grow all together. Si byakugezaako Sophie, genda ofumba ofumbire ddala.
Sophie and Dennis, I wish you a happy marriage. I know you have children already. I wish you the best in your family and best of wishes.
I pray you have the happiest of the marriage, and I pray God rewards you with everything you ever want in this marriage.
Happy marriage.
I wish Sophie ne Dennis obufumbo obulungi ennyo, Mukama abeere wamu nabo.
She's been there for me. She's been very understanding. We work together on almost everything. And she's a very open-minded person. She will tell you how she feels. So in the Sophie,
and I don't know whether I say it enough or I show you enough, Dennis. I really don't know. But I really love you. You have made me so happy for so many years. You are the love of my life.
That's how you make me feel when I'm with you.